Truth, the other name Lie. One name Truth, the other name
Lie.
Lie. Mr. Truth and Mr. Lie were at work. They decided on their lunch break they would go down to the beach and go skinny dipping. Yeah, I said it's skinny dipping. So they went down to the beach and found a clean spot on the grass under the tree and laid their clothes. So they jumped into the water, they began playing games. You know, all games that we know. Marco, all games that we know. But as the day began to progress, Mr. Truth decided it's time to get back to work. But as he turned around, he only came to find that Mr. Lie was gone. And he thought nothing of it, so he went back to that clean spot on the grass under the tree to locate his clothes, only to find that his clothes were gone. Now, Mr. Lie played games with Mr. Truth all the time, but this was the final straw. He was going to go find Mr. Lie and get his clothes back. So he began to walk through the town, butt naked. As you can imagine, all of the store merchants and the business owners will come outside because what is this man doing walking butt naked through the town? So he decided he was going to go to Deception's house because Mr. Lie always hung out with Deception. And he knocked on his door. Mr. Lie, I know you're in there. You have my clothes. No one answered. Mr. Lie, I know you're in there. You have my clothes. The door began to open, and guess who was standing there? Mr. Lie. And as they began to argue, they ensued a crowd that engulfed the area of the home. And the conversation went something like this. Mr. Lie, you have my clothes. He said, Mr. Truth, I don't know what you're talking about. I just left a little bit early. He said, Mr. Lie, you have my clothes. You are wearing them right now. He said to Mr. Truth, I don't know what you're talking about. These have always been my clothes. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to make a decision right now. Much like a decision you're going to have to make in your life. Do you believe a lie in truth's clothes or the bare, naked truth? Repeat after me. I will succeed.
I will succeed.
I will survive.
I will survive.
I won't be a statistic.
I won't be a statistic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I must warn you, I am not your conventional speaker. I possess what many are called a crazy faith level, so sometimes I conceptualize ideas that not many people agree with. So please bear with me. Again, my name is Anthony Hyland. I'm a graduating senior of the mighty Voorhees College in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, majored in mass communications. Now, I normally don't title my messages, but this message has been festering in my spirit for a very long time. Now, I understand we are in a collegiate setting, so at that crazy faith level, I want you all to bear with me. Now, this title may not sit well with many, but I can promise you at the conclusion of this program, you will understand. If I had to title my message would be simply, shut the hell up. I can honestly say that I have received many accolades and awards over my collegiate career here, ranging from local to national competitions. But allow me to start from the beginning. I was told by my senior class counselor that with a 3.79 grade point average and a 1270 on my SAT, that I wouldn't survive in a four-year college, and to just settle for a community college. Much like Elizabeth Evelyn Wright when she came to found Voorhees College. Many don't know, but Elizabeth Evelyn Wright went to a man named John Guest. And John Guest said, you know what, I'm going to sell you the land for $3,000. But when he found out that she was being backed by a white man by the name of Ralph Voorhees, he upped the price to $4,000. What Mr. Ralph Voorhees said is, you know what, I'll cut you a check for $5,000 just to cover the cost. So ironically, the same land used to enslave African Americans on is now being used to educate African Americans on, and we have the nerve to not want to get our education. Also, 6 months before I received my scholarship to Voorhees College, I attempted to commit suicide. Simply because I didn't know who I was or where I wanted my life to go. And I didn't value my body as much as I would have liked to. But the Bible also says to present your body as a living sacrifice, and a lot of us don't know what that means. The problem is we're not appreciating our bodies. Our problem is we've never been taught how to stay ahead of the game, therefore we see all of the wrong things. We know right from wrong, but yet we speak all of the wrong things out of our mouth, so the devil consistently taps our chin. We bear the weight on our shoulders designed to keep our back straight and our chest out. We refuse to stomach the pain, so we waste time on things we don't need, like thighs and legs, and don't allow our ankles to support us, so we consistently stay defeated. That teacher was trying to trap me in a hell that she envisioned for my life. However, God had another plan. Those individuals that burned down Elizabeth Evelyn Wright's school 3 times was trying to engulf her dream in hellfire. Those individuals also in my life that were trying to shut me up, I had to stand tall and regurgitate God's word, that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every tongue that rises against me, thou shalt condemn. Struggle? A lot of us don't know what struggle truly is.
Sure
We
don't.
throw terms around loosely and cliches like the struggle is real. But how many of us truly know what struggle is? For me, struggle was working since I was 8 years old. Struggle was choosing which days I was going to eat because there wasn't enough food in the house and I had 2 younger brothers. Struggle was hiding money from my drug-addicted mother because instead of paying the bills, she was getting high. Some of us are soft and don't know what struggle truly is, but I challenge you to endure a little pain. I challenge you to endure a little hell to get to heaven. Because the reality is, although they were telling us to shut the hell up, God was urging us to shut the hell up that was going on around us. Which brings me to my platform. Building articulate student leaders. Now, there are 3 parts of my platform that I would like to highlight. We must begin to foster a mindset of growth and a raw desire to be successful and not just give up to others, as well as give back. Simply put, we must be hungry. Eric Thomas said it best. He said, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. My why is my youth. My why is the abuse I endured as a child by not having a father in the home. Growing up with a mother that couldn't even muster up the words, I love you and I'm proud of you. Will all of the men in the room please stand? This leads me to the first part of my program, the third Thursday takeover. What I would like to do is to foster all of the young men on campus. Third Thursday program to all dress up and come to the program together, to show unification of the males on campus as well as the faculty and staff. I placed some pictures up here of freshman orientation week where the young men came dressed up. The White Rose Social Club dressed up, showing unification among our black men. You may be seated. People often ask me, Anthony, how is it that you speak so well? And I greet them with the same response every single time. I speak the way I do because at one point, nobody wanted to listen to me. Which takes me to my second point. The creative workshop I would like to start on a bi-weekly basis, focusing on things such as self-esteem, public speaking, self-confidence, dealing with distractions, channeling nervous energy, and writing and organizing speeches. Almost every single profession you go into, you will have to utilize public speaking skills, regardless of whether you like it or not. I was told that, again, with a 3.79 GPA and a 1270, I wouldn't survive a 4-year college, but God's timing is so perfect. May 3rd, 2014, I will graduate with my bachelor's degree in mass communications. But I reached this point by being hungry and chasing my dreams and goals while helping others achieve theirs as well, and never forgetting where the source of my strength came from, and never forgetting the past. So in doing so, I decided to implement a new program, the Anthony Isaiah Hyland Oratorical Competition. But before I get into it, I would like to show you a clip from my national competition in which I competed in June.
When you have preachers over Hyland guys, we tell them we want them to go to high school and to go to college, but how can they do that with the same institutes that some of us have budget with, or the very same institutes that are very fingers, and would say, frankly, we are from the secret six, is our profit counselor.
That was just a short clip from my oratorical competition. Competing in that program showed me a lot of things about not just competition, but about myself as well. Writing and organizing a speech, compiling those kinds of things together, but also giving back to those in the room. The reason why I started this is because I wanted it to be a continual thing. I've talked to Ms. O'Berry, I spoke with Mr. Jefferson, as well as Mr. Benjamin Watson. And this will be the official Anthony Isaiah Hyland Scholarship Fund. I didn't want this to just happen because I'm here and I'm Mr. Voorhees, but I wanted to continue to give back further beyond here. The oratorical competition will be a $500 scholarship program. The first place winner will receive $300. The second place winner will receive $200. That is as of right now. I will be lobbying for donations and things of that nature, so that may go up. So at the end of the program, those that are interested in this program, you can come see me. The next 5 years after I graduate, I will be returning each year to make sure that this program happens and continue to give back more and more. Because we can't continue to keep talking about the problems here if we're not willing to give back and to help the cause and increase the endowment and increase the things that Voorhees College has. Anybody can talk about it, but not everyone's going to be about it. With that, I leave you this poem to inspire you and bring about change not only in your life, but in the life of others as well. To simply put, what is education? As I think of education and my body starts shaking, rising like levitation, my brain armed and dangerous, I must ask myself, what is education? Is it sitting in college, sitting in class, making a constant fuss, won't do any work but the first one to cuss, everyone's quiet so you have to get up and start an argument with a student just to seem tough? What is education? Is it knowing that with a jump shot like Kobe or an arm like Brett Favre, you can get into the pros today or tomorrow? No ABCs or 1, 2, 3s, 11th grade phenom, but can't even read? What is education? Is it out on the block somewhere selling weed, only in school 2 days a week? Teachers ask questions but don't hear a peep because when your body flatlines, all you hear is beep, beep, beep. What is education? They're going to laugh when you tell them you want to be a college grad. Grandmas, aunties, single moms, no dads, I know. Sounds like one of those newspaper ads. See, I must laugh when others doubt my success. See, I'm a straight A student, I must confess. I refuse to be all down and depressed because my education is something I refuse to suppress. So I can ask you, what is education? Education is being active. Our time has risen. In 2003, 193,000 young black men were in prison. That's definitely not cool because we're also getting knowledge. Because what they forgot to mention is 532,000 young black men were in college. So I can ask you, what is education? So when you throw that pass and all you achieve, jump shots with all the scholarships you receive, break one leg and there goes your dream, what is education? It is our future.